Alright, this is going to be a video of this 42-inch Canarm / Home Styles brand ceiling fan I got at the Habitat Restore. I got it because I volunteer there, and what I do for them is refurbish ceiling fans they receive by donation and make them more sellable and run better than how they originally came in. Now the fan was 100% brand new in the box, really nothing was actually put together before, and really doesn't even appear to have been used. I did actually make an unboxing video of it, and if you want to see that, I will have a link down in the description below this video. Now without any further delays, I will demonstrate it and begin with the light kit. As you can see, this does work, and I'm using 3 60-watt equivalent energy-saving compact fluorescent bulbs in there. I'm having to use slightly smaller than the usual ones, simply due to the shape of the globes. These standard size ones would not fit. I'll turn that off. Now I'm going to show the fan running and begin with the very highest speed. I did go ahead and put a black piece of tape on one of the blade brackets for indicating RPM. Once this fully speeds up on high, it's probably going to go around 215. When I actually first got the fan and tested it, it did go a little bit faster. That is because I actually pitched the blades slightly more to improve the airflow. Because it has a big motor, it can definitely handle the extra load though. Now one thing that did impress me about this fan is that it's absolutely silent when it runs. In fact, I'd even say that it's probably one of the quietest fans I've ever tested on here. Literally almost no noise to it, regardless of the speed. And it's kind of surprising because it's only dual capacitor, so I was expecting to hear a lot more hum. Alright, moving on to medium. This is going to slow down to about 175 to 180 RPM. And last but not least, the low speed, which I'll show with the fan light on, running at the same time. I really do like low on this fan. It's kind of the perfect speed. Just a little bit above aesthetic, and still fast enough to blow some air. And I'd say this probably goes around 70 RPM, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, I'm going to turn everything off now. Stop the moving blades. And I'm going to talk about some general information on it. The fan was actually manufactured by a factory called Wingtat, and the reason I know that is because the model is BDF 42FA. BDF is a pretty standard model that Wingtat used on all their fans, and also all their relabeled fans as well. The fan is technically a Canarm because that's the company who imports it, but it was relabeled yet again for Home Styles and sold exclusively at a Canadian retailer called Zellers, which recently got bought out by Target, a much bigger US retailer. So that's kind of an interesting fact. Zellers actually does not exist anymore, so it's kind of interesting. Just thought I might point that out. Now I'm going to be discussing some pros and cons about the fan and what I would rank it out of 5 stars. I'm going to begin with the pros. For a 90s fan, this actually does have quite a few features and is rather versatile. For instance, the blades are different finishes on different sides. They are reversible. One side is cane insert, and the side is, I assume this is a honey oak, just plain. I am using the plain side because I think the cane looks really cheap, especially considering it's vinyl. It's not even real cane. Just thought it would really lower the look of the fan. Another thing is it does have a removable light kit. If you had a blank switch cap, which was not included with the fan, you could easily install it without. Also, it can be downrod or flush mounted for different ceiling heights. I'm just currently using the downrod setup because with this fan in particular, I think it would look better than flush mounting. Another thing I really like is it's a pretty well built fan. All the metal parts seem pretty solid, and overall it just seems to be fairly decent quality. And also, it's extremely silent when it runs, even quieter than some Hunter fans actually, so that's definitely highly impressive. What I don't like, however, is it's a little bit complicated to assemble for an unexperienced installer. For instance, you actually have to assemble the motor housing yourself. It doesn't come pre-done from factory. And also, this is a little minor detail here, but I did kind of notice this. When you first get the fan and unpack it, the pull chains are actually taped to the switch housing. And it might not seem like that big of a deal, but because this fan is from 1992, that left quite a bit of residue on top of the switch housing. And I know I'm just being a little bit picky, but honestly I didn't think Canarm had to go through the extra trouble of taping it just to leave some residue behind. As, you know, if they didn't tape it, it really wouldn't do much harm. Overall though, I'd probably have to give this fan 4 stars. Highly impressed with it. Actually more impressed than I thought I would have been. And they definitely don't make Canarm ceiling fans like this anymore. So yeah, very impressed with the fan. Looks great, performs well. So definitely 4 to 5 stars. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And there's lots more to come.